Being in love is like being on drugs. Yes, it's a scientific fact. Are you ready to fall in love but you have no idea how to know if your feelings are shared? In this video, we'll discuss the 5 body language signs someone is attracted to you that you definitely need to know. Watch till the end to know how these body language signs occur and how to spot them right away. You don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to know if someone likes you. Most of the time, we are too caught up in a person's words that we don't get to see what their body is saying. It's important to keep in mind that we can't rely solely on what we hear. You can only tell that someone is sincere if you consider how they act as they talk to you. When someone finds you attractive, they might do this consciously or subconsciously. Apart from constant eye contact, raising one's brows is a clear sign of attraction. Notice if their face lights up and their eyes widen at the sight of you. It's like a kid seeing their dream toy at the store. According to psychologists, we tend to raise our eyebrows when we are expressing surprise, agreement, and while we're greeting someone. We also do it to flirt or show interest. Our eyes, brows, and forehead are said to be more genuine than our lower face, which we use to do facial expressions, such as smiling politely. Picture a gorgeous woman catching a guy's attention at a party. His eyes follow her and instinctively lifts his eyebrows. On the other hand, a tired waiter serving a table will smile but won't move his eyes in the same way. Reader's Digest suggests that the eyebrow flash, a brief raise of the brows, expresses one's desire for intimacy. Far from shock or a mere nod, this action happens within just 1/5 of a second. If the gesture is returned, it means that two people find each other appealing. Setting aside all technicalities, the eyebrow flash is pretty obvious not to recognize right away. You can tell for sure that it's not meant to show any reaction, but clearly to show interest. A good brow flash is an unassuming one. Unlike a cocky flash like Johnny Bravo's, it's very subtle. You can sense that it's done on impulse, out of pure adoration, not simply lust. Overconfident actions don't deserve your attention. They won't get you anywhere. If you catch your date gently raising brows at you, they are probably smitten. The next sign someone is attracted to you usually goes unnoticed. Tilting your head while listening to a conversation is a subtle cue of fascination. When we look at a face, we take in all sorts of information without much effort. Their age, gender, race, expression, even their mood. Faces captivate us and aid in navigating social interactions and surroundings. What's more, we discover so much more by analyzing a face. Head tilting is a natural response to our mind's quest for answers. Dogs tilt their head too when they are curious. They shift their head to the side when we speak or act different from how we normally would. If you have a person's full attention, you'll see them completely focused on you. They are looking at no one else and nothing else but you. You'll feel as if you're an ancient artifact being examined. They adorably tilt their head like a puppy dying to know everything about you. However, this movement can be easy to miss. Don't expect to see a huge tilt because people often make a slight one. You might think they are just stretching their neck, but you will observe the difference if you try. The third body language sign someone likes you is an obvious one. Open posture. Is their body facing you and their arms aren't folded? When it comes to attraction, humans take an open stance in front of what they desire, as opposed to closing off when they have no interest at all. If someone is attracted to you, they will appear to be facing you no matter how far they may be. Even their feet will be pointed towards your direction, whether they are standing or sitting across from you. Experts also say that when someone is attracted to you, they can sit back and relax. They subconsciously display confidence to be more appealing. If they are shy or introverted, they might not be able to do this, but you can still make out their intention to open up their posture. They might keep their body in line with yours despite their nerves coming through some of their actions. One way to know that someone is attentive and paying attention to you, for instance, is if they are sitting up straight. Like an excited friend, they are more than ready to connect with you. Their torso is within view and not hidden. If they are seated with their shoulders bent forward, they must be bored or uninterested. Crouching and facing away from you is not a great sign, especially if they're not showing eagerness. They might be saying good things to you, but they appear as if they are doing the complete opposite. When a person is truly attracted to you, their actions match their words. Another body language sign to look for is grooming. Are they smoothing out their clothes or fixing their hair while talking to you? Research says this behavior indicates attraction. For instance, women let their hair down or expose their neck while men deepen their voice or rub their chin. There are many different kinds of gestures that imply attraction. Sneaking a quick glance at the mirror, stealing a chance to check one's teeth on their phone, and making an excuse to go to the washroom are all clever little tricks. When we're interested in someone, we are likely to tidy up our appearance. We want to look our best. You can tell they like you by how preoccupied they seem with giving a good impression. Maybe they are so absorbed that they aren't even aware of their eyes scanning their sleeves for any lint or their hands moving to adjust their shirt. In psychology, grooming behavior is a double-edged sword. It signals one's affection and at the same time adds to their charm. The classic running your hand through your hair or battling one's ashes can make a person more attractive to a potential mate. Our brains seek those who have proper self-care and want to present their best. It doesn't matter if they already look great. They still make sure they are decent enough to face you. Makes you feel super special, right? Next time you spot someone freshen up for you, you know what it means. Finally, the top body language sign someone is attracted to you is getting rid of barriers. If someone is really into you, they can help getting close. They might take up space by placing their arm over your chair or sitting right next to you any chance they get. Attraction makes you want to be physically near the apple of your eye. You want to feel them, whether that means being a few inches away or slightly touching their shoulder with yours. When we are captivated by a person, we find ourselves drawn to them so much that we even try to be like them. We mirror their actions. We cross our legs when they do. We look where they are looking. Crushing on someone leads you to doing the same stuff whether you like it or not. This is why we end up watching movies we hate and playing sports we don't even try on our own. You can be sure someone likes you a lot if they constantly mimic even your small mannerisms. For example, leaning back and speaking slowly are non-threatening cues that help a date, who is a stranger, feel more at ease. As they get more relaxed, you feel free to become more expressive. It's a beautiful display of respecting personal space while also showing one's personality. Being both calm and chill enough to keep a respectable amount of closeness is a huge green flag. They want to be near you, but not all up in your face. Does your date act this way? Congrats! You've got yourself an admirer. The 5 body language signs someone is attracted to you are useful and easy to remember. Raised eyebrows, head tilting, open posture, grooming, and getting rid of barriers are not that hard to spot if you try and look close enough. Watch out for any of these signs next time you meet your crush. You might be surprised.